What is up, everyone?
Hi, everybody.
Woohoo!
On?
I can't get over how good that music is.
I love the music. I definitely love the music. So
Me
so we
too.
got some people.
The composer should be watching. Hello.
This is the composer watching.
I heart Eli.
Good job,
He
composer.
He should be.
You make nice music.
We got MS Heather watching. Got some Curtis action out there.
Oh,
Legend
Yay!
Hillary, Boston, Mrs. Rose, Holly Lewis in the news.
Both of them, both Holly
so-
Lewis and the news are watching.
I gotta say that I liked because I always comment on Holly's videos about like when is this going to start, and I tried to be like the first comment, and she like jumped on this and did it like 44 hours ago. So, props, game on.
Yeah. We love you, Holly.
So
I'm already complaining about Holly's stream. Why hasn't it started? What the fuck? Like
Right?
literally, what the fuck? Right now, I'm upset.
So, what's going on tonight? I don't even know. I don't know why
Awesome.
we're here.
So sure. So I leveraged this press event as I do, because we wanted to come on and we're the Blackheart Collective and we make really spooky, remote, immersive shows. And I wanted to come on and talk about a haunted house and then make sure I introduced everybody to the people who who wrote the story of the house at Harper's Grove. My really charming, cool, cute friends, Melody Phillips and Allison Darcy. And of course, Chris, who is an absolute workhorse.
I was there.
Yeah, I know. Look at this.
You were indeed
I think
there.
we've been exposed. I think there are 4 Blackhearts actually here currently.
Yeah,
Which is pretty cool.
Chris, you're like our Stan Lee.
Yes, Chris is the Stan Lee of immersive theater.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be honored to run with that. I'm not going to stop anybody from saying that.
Mm-hmm.
As far as cameos go, though, at least, and even you were far from a cameo in the haunted house. You were a series of ongoing iconic
gave a
cameos.
walk-on role.
It was great. It was like the way Stan Lee cameos in the Spider-Man ride at Universal, which is like 13 times in a 6.5 minute ride. It's fucking excessive. This dude's driving a truck. He's like taking a girl on a date. He's on top of a building. He's under a building. And that's how I feel about Chris.
Chris is under a building.
Right fucking now, bro.
You
Someone
heard it
needs
here
to
first.
dig you out.
Oh boy!
But yeah, a haunted house was really, really fun. It was very fun. Oh my god, fuck Todd.
All right, and let's make sure we keep any spoilers of the house at a bare minimum here too, because on 1/6,
We're doing it again.
1/6, we're doing it again. We're taking
Here
people
we
back
go
inside the
again.
house at Harper's Grove. And we're super stoked to go back. I think that everybody knows that I'm trying to do everything all at once, all the time. And so I like hit a project and we hit the project. I'm like, all right, man. And everyone's stoked. They're celebrating that we did the thing. And I'm like, all right, guys, here's 5 more group chats about 5 other things. And me and Mel's actually started developing something. And then pretty much both were like, we have to do the haunted house again.
Yeah.
Instead. So
we were like, we gotta pause that shit. Because literally the moment the haunted house ended, we were like, well, can we more? Can we do more? It was fun. We just had a great time. And Allison, I'm assuming you also had a great time?
I did indeed also have a great time.
Good. I'm glad that it's mutual all across. That one guy, I don't know if you had a good time or not. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I had a great time. And that's why I'm like, we have to go back. Oh, that one guy. Oh, geez, it's so random.
Oh, me? Yeah, it was great. I was there.
Yeah.
But it was just fun. It was fun. And so we were jazzed to run another one immediately. If it weren't for all the other things that we put into motion like 3 months ago, it already probably would be happening like this weekend. But, that's not how life works. So January.
Yeah, and so since we're doing it again and there are open spots, maybe for people who are watching who don't know what this is and just followed, probably Holly here, maybe we can tell them.
Yeah, somebody explain that.
Okay, so this is I'm going to say 3.25 day immersive remote experience. Happens largely over Discord, and it's done in a form of role playing. You come in as if you are actually visiting this house where some spooky things have happened. And that is basically the setup, and we interact with you all weekend, and there is a story, and as the audience members and participants, y'all really drive the story and what you choose to do and interact with and explore in the house. I mean, like that kind of dictates what happens from there. And I think it is very accessible to people who have never done things like this before. And if you have done things like this before, you haven't done one like this before. And you should do it. It's fun, and it takes up a lot of time. Clear your weekend, and then come play in a haunted house with us. Did I pretty much cover it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this show, unlike a lot of the remotes that we've done in the past, has a large role playing element to it. And so I think that's really important to say. This, I think, it has a lot in common with LARPing, but done as text. You describe your actions, you attempt to do things. The things you do deeply impact what happens to you and your new friends as you try to navigate a fairly large house with a lot of very bad things hidden around every corner. It's a highly reactive environment. We always just we're sitting there just waiting for y'all to make your next move. Sorry, Yins, to make your next move.
Ugh, stop
And I
cutting
did see,
shit
I
out.
saw Caitlin Rose in chat too, who did all the original art. So yeah, I guess those are the things. So let's say it. This is a fully text-based show done over Discord, with beautiful art by Caitlin Rose, who I'll link that somehow in chat. I don't have that power, but I will, because Kate's is totally fucking amazing. With original music by Eli Major Phillips. So completely scored and soundtracked. Yes, and then the Christmas special, which is currently sold out completely. That's Blackheart and all through the house is a 5-hour version of the show that we're doing for Christmas, well, on Boxing Day.
Which is
So-
very exciting because we've talked about doing a Christmas special since the very beginning, forever ago, because
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't know, it's
There
what
was-
you do when
yeah,
you
there
tell
was-
stories. You do a Christmas version.
Yeah, there
So,
was quite nearly a circle-based Christmas show at one point.
yeah, a
Yeah.
couple times. Kind of glad we waited and are
Yeah.
doing this, because this
Yeah, oh.
is rife for Christmasatizing. And
Mhm.
if you're a fan of, I would say specifically Christmas slashers, and you are doing the Christmas show, you're gonna have a great time. It's a really niche genre of movie that we're all a fan of.
Absolutely.
But
And
like
I saw,
somehow a really expansive genre.
There's a lot for how specific it is. Like there's like 10 of them, and then a bunch of specials, like a bunch of TV episodes. But I'm so sorry, I cut you off a second ago, Chris. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, I think you guys should kind of talk more about the role playing aspect. Like, we just say role playing. Can we give some kind of examples of like how that works? Because I think it's amazing how the show flows, almost as if the audience writes it, essentially.
Yeah, so it is still you or not. You can choose to, play up different personality aspects, play a role, whatever. But anytime there's an action in the house, you write in the Discord what you do. So that might be Alexis walks up the stairs, Caitlin looks at the portrait, and then you might get back. She sees in the portrait a picture of a family and so on and so forth, and go back and forth with us like that. And it is, I feel like role playing implies that you are acting, but I wouldn't really even say that it is that. It's just that you are leading the decisions, kind of like some video games. Name some comparable video games, someone.
Telltale video games would be a great
Yes.
example.
Yes.
The Walking Dead. This is a lot in common with Choose Your Own Adventure books. Bandersnatch, would be another great example on Black Mirror's Bandersnatch.
And in many ways, it's, any of the intimidation about the idea of role playing. So much of it is, number one, reactive to the space you're in. So if you're heavily described an environment, you just imagine, how would I look at this? What would I choose to look at? And the same goes for moving through the space and the way everything flows. It feels cool because it is a pretty organic representation of how real people would move through a real place, because that's just how, people will naturally do things, is the way that they would do it in real life. So the role playing aspect, more than anything, is just thinking, well, how would I do this? And then describing it, which is way, way easier than I think people think it might be, just based on the word role playing.
Yeah, I think Austin figured it out in the chat just by what we just said, to be honest.
And then for people who, to get into a show like this, you contact us through email via very specific instructions. And after you've gone through an interview, we kind of go over a lot of this stuff one-on-one. And although right now we're going over a lot of the same stuff that happens in the interview, so that's badass for me. And then after you've been accepted, we send a document out called How to Play in a Haunted House, which is a 3-page document that is a set of rules for you to reference and to show you exactly how to role play in the environment. We got you guys covered. For once, we got some documentation on this. Bless you.
I'm so sorry.
I think we should say it is a show with some very dark themes.
Yeah.
So you should go in expecting that.
Yeah. Mel's, you want to talk about themes?
Sure.
About how dark we can go?
So if you ever check out the Blackheart Instagram, you'll see that pretty much any advertisement for any show contains a relatively lengthy trigger warning list. And for full transparency, those tend to be anything that could be in a show. It is not necessarily a list of everything you will encounter, but everything that within the kind of free-flowing improv environment, anything that could come up and anything that's not totally off limits. For the haunted house, it is very, very strongly advised you read through the list. You will encounter themes of intense violence, various forms of domestic and household abuse and violence, child abuse, various discussions of different types of sexual assault and sexual abuse. Basically, anything really, like the deeply uncomfortable stuff that you encounter in horror movies. You will also encounter here in the same visceral way that a victim in a horror movie would encounter these things. So, I would keep that in mind. I personally also always love to add in that it is text. It is ultimately words, which is great. And if you like horror books, this will appeal heavily to you, because I think there's a really different threshold with reading for what you can really handle, because your imagination takes over, which can be a blessing or a curse. For some people that makes it easier, for some people that makes it harder, but it's just things to be aware of.
Something that occurred to me when you were saying that is that with those dark themes, I was going to say, all the things that would cause a house to be haunted, but that's not true in all haunted house movies. But what I really do think it reminds me of, and this is really just because I just finished a novel that if you like horror novels, you should read. It's called Nothing But Blackened Teeth. That deals with Japanese horror, and in a lot of the Japanese horror I'm aware of, the hauntings itself come from deep personal pain that happened in a location, and that's a lot of what you can expect in this house. This house has dark stories behind it, and that's what's causing, well, that's not what's causing, but that is what is making the interactions in this particular show happen. That's what's behind them in the story, is a lot of dark things that we have our audience reckon with. And at least the first time we did it, they did a really awesome job, and I think they really bonded and got to know each other too. And it's not all dark. Like, they had a whole music party at one point.
For the first time ever, the Blackheart Collective directly presents some form of levity once in a while.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Once in a while, TM.
Once in a while, TM. because I mean, Josh and I have done quite a bit of comedy over the last year, but
Yeah.
never ever under the Blackheart name, which is something, from the very beginning of our friendship and then working together, we've discussed tone and like brand consistency and things like that, which are all the boring fun things that people, I don't know, like us like to talk about. And the idea of doing anything with any comedy whatsoever would have been astonishing a year ago. And the haunted house, I think, is definitely funny. Again, I compare it over and over to a horror movie because that's my entire basis for everything. I'm a huge, movie buff. But just like you tend to have extremely comedic moments in even really dark movies, it's the same with this. You're not going to cry all 3 days, just like 2.5.
Yeah. And Glitter Fighter, yes, this is I'll say it, this is scary as fuck. For sure. This is scary as fuck.
Yeah, it's definitely scary.
And
That's
this
the
is
goal.
this is me and Mel's like kind of return to horror in a
Yeah.
long time. Like
Yeah.
in what is true horror.
Big break for comedy.
If you find yourself a person who's immersed when you read a book and want to know exactly what it feels like to be in a horror movie, then this is it. Yeah, this is probably the one.
We will describe to you in graphic detail what your horror movie is.
Yeah.
Over the course of several days. So.
Yeah. And we love to play off the audience. We love to find those things that come out organically, and we like to play on that. And I mean, I think it's, as always, I'm going to read our disclaimer, because I think this is important for people who, I mean, want to know. I mean, so this performance contains the use of heavy emotion, highly triggering language, adult themes, invasive tactics, emotional manipulation, and graphic depictions of simulated violence. Our experiences are absolutely not for everyone, and we know that. If you suffer from PTSD, you should deeply consider participation before applying, and we mean that very, very seriously. But if you want to challenge yourself and do something that's very transgressive, then we are it.
And we are nice.
And we're super friendly and nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
In real life.
We love you all. So I feel like it's also worth mentioning, for the most part, not only are Blackheart shows remote shows, but they are remotely created and run from all different places. And for the first haunted house, Josh and I ran it in the same room together, and it was really fun. And it really threw into just right out into the open. Despite the terrorizing aspect of this, number one, we are always paying attention to you in the nice way and keeping an eye on everything. And but also that it's really, really funny to freak the fuck out of people. So, and
we want everyone to have a good time.
Oh, absolutely.
We're not here to,
but also a bad time.
Yeah,
I mean, a good time, but a very bad time.
Yeah, a very on purpose bad time.
Yes, intentionally bad, safely bad.
Oh yeah. I saw Holly ask earlier if she can go through it again. So Holly, I'm hoping Holly got into the Christmas special. I don't have my spreadsheets open, so I can't remember. But hopefully, so in a way, yes, you can there, and then hopefully, in the next couple months, we'll see the direct sequel to the Haunted House for the people who have gone through the first run, which is Haunted House Volume 1, Sisters, and then the Untitled Volume 2 for repeat customers specifically.
So the option to go back will come when we get there.
Yeah, when we get there.
When we get there. We got to take more people through the first part first.
Right. I know Mel's is internally screaming as I say this on a live.
It's okay. No, I'm fine.
All right, good. Yeah.
Yeah, Holly's going to be there for Christmas. That is so exciting.
And
I've been driving so hard with the Christmas vibes lately. I'm normally not a hugely holiday person, but like setting up the tinsel tree, I'm like, yeah.
It's a very nice tree.
Thank you. My parents-in-law gave it to us. They're good people.
And I think it's worth saying too about the Christmas special that the Christmas special is really unique in the fact that we wrote it quite specifically with people who have not done the haunted house in mind, and also for people who have done the haunted house in mind, to offer a pretty seamless experience for everybody.
So you have both a gateway for the new people and some additional stories that you have really not heard that much about,
Yep.
except in passing if you have done the haunted house before. So if you're coming back for the Christmas special, you're in for something wildly different from what you did before, which is very hype. We love different. We love
Glitter
change.
Fighter, it is located on Discord, so you can do it anywhere. We have both of the coasts of the United States represented here. I think do we have international participants? Yeah, we have international
Oh, yeah.
participants. We
Oh,
already
yeah.
have.
Yep. We have. Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's done from your phone or your computer, wherever you prefer to be on Discord. It's done from early morning to it's done the entire time. It is done the
Yeah.
entire time. If
Yeah.
you are
The whole
awake,
time.
somebody else will be awake and interacting with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, during the course of a run of our show, and yeah, Heather, yes, the cost of a ticket is $75. But so throughout the run of the show, we offer near 24-hour immersion. So chances are, if you're trying to do something, one of us or multiple of us are watching the whole time. I would say that during that day, there's hot spots, like that are very performance heavy that occur in the evening. But people who do stuff with us, if they vibe and they like it, you're liable to spend a lot of time with us. So I would say that for people who are looking to do this, it's worthwhile to. It's over the course of a weekend. Treat yourself. Take the time off.
Yeah.
Come to the haunted house and live with us.
It's fun.
We'll
Draw yourself
in
up
the
up.
bed chamber. I promise. Allison's face. Allison's face.
Haunt with me in the parlor. Ooh.
Yeah. So please, are you still married? Yeah. Curtis, are you still married to a potato?
I think we all know that answer.
Yeah.
What just
That's gotta suck.
happened?
Yeah. Yep. And so I think that's and Holly says take the time off.
Chris, from what you got to your unique perspective as showing up, but also getting to sit back and read a lot of it, what do you think they should know?
Definitely set time aside. If if the nice thing about the show is you can walk away and do life things like go to work. But if you want the most out of it, set the time aside, give it all your time, and just don't hold back. Don't be afraid to try things. Don't be afraid to say things. Try to break the walls. That's the cool thing about these shows. Like, push the limits to the creativity, because you've got a team of masterminds on the other side that are looking to, kind of go back at you with whatever you throw at them. So it's a blast. Just don't hold back. Definitely just go in having fun. Go in not knowing what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's another thing we should point out is that for potential, excuse me, and already signed on and signed in people for the upcoming run of a haunted house, if you know someone who has gone through it before, whether they've talked about it or not, you will have a different experience from them. Not because anything is different about the house itself per se, but because we will directly feed off of what you do and where you go. So there is literally no way to directly repeat what happened with our first group, because everybody will gravitate to different places and to trying different things, and they'll get wildly different responses.
Yeah, you'll have different people in there with you.
Yeah, different dynamics.
Pack clothes for the weekend, Boston.
Yep,
Clothes
clothes for the weekend.
Ruined.
Yep.
I would bring a small flashlight, perhaps, extra batteries, Nintendo DS, portable battery.
Yeah, DS.
Everybody bring Mario Kart.
So this was my first show on this side of things, but absolutely not. I loved interacting with all of the participants and seeing how creative they were, and being on the phone with these guys like, wow, like they're doing this right now. Okay, I'm gonna go interact this way. And I love just being surprised by the wild things participants think of. So
Yeah,
my answer to that is nope.
I think there's a lot of, and this is absolutely no shade because this is commentary on things I've worked on and produced as well. But there's a semi-fragile nature to a lot of remote shows that depends on people behaving a certain way and following certain hopeful patterns that we as creators craft. Except you, no, you can't because you know why.
You'll do the Christmas special.
You're gonna do the Christmas show and you're gonna do the sequel and you're gonna like it. You hear me?
Damn it, Holly.
So cute, Holly.
Don't piss off the assailants. Anyways, so what the fuck was I saying? I don't remember.
We were talking about if it was ever too much.
Oh yeah. So there's the, like I was saying, there's a somewhat fragile nature to a lot of these shows, especially when we pre-produce massive amounts of either media or script writing or things like that, where the audience will need to be herded in some capacity. And the nice thing about the haunted house is that it's the too much thing and the, oh no, am I gonna fuck it up? Am I gonna break the game?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen because literally anything. People be crazy. Us be crazy. Y'all be crazy. People be crazy. But you, as an audience member participating in it, you essentially don't have to have any fear about breaking the integrity of the experience or fucking it up or anything like that. I can't think of a way that you could do it. Although don't try too hard.
Yeah, don't try too hard.
Don't bully us. You know, like.
And this is way back in chat, but Heather, you do an absolutely killer impression of Crinkle Cut. Don't doubt yourself, really for real. It's really good. I've heard it.
I have not heard it, and I would like to for personal reasons.
You should definitely hear it.
Yeah. Get lost in the sauce on this show.
Yes.
And that's totally a compliment, Hillary. Anytime someone gets lost in the sauce and they just start roaming the house, it's the best. It's probably the best part. Yeah, vibe with us.
From the participant end of things, I have never finished a show and thought, I wish I did less.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
Yeah.
So my advice to people who go through things like this for the first time is, if you're thinking, should I try this? Yes.
Yeah. Yep, I would, yeah. Because, chances are, because we love when we see people do really creative things. We love that because that makes us vibe, because just as many Blackheart productions, there's a huge amount of improv that's done in this show, and there's nothing better than the rule of cool moment where somebody does something absolutely ape shit and you're just like, oh fuck yeah, let's see where this takes us.
Well, and not that it's competitive, but also it totally is competitive in the sense of, oh, you did a crazy thing, well now you're going to get a crazy thing. And it becomes a really, I think, quite a wonderful give and take, not just between us and the audience, but then the audience among each other. One person's creativity can spur the creativity of other people around them to try other things, which again, at the end of the day, really just entertain us more selfishly, which is awesome.
And it's in the rule sheet. It's one of those. It's the very last line is a single player's action can swing the house wildly. And that's one of those notes we give, like, hey, y'all, be careful. My advice is do crazy shit together.
Yeah.
I would recommend
just
that.
Generally good life advice.
Yeah, do crazy shit together.
Group crazy shit is wonderful. And it's very easy to make friends in the haunted house. You know? Yeah. Everyone be homies when you're being terrorized together.
Yeah, you honestly, y'all need each other.
Olive Garden
so
kind of thing. When you're here, you're family.
Yikes.
All you can eat soup, salad, and breadsticks at the haunted house.
At some point, remind me to tell you about how talking about Olive Garden is banned on the Raleigh subreddit. Please continue.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get it banned in the Blackheart group chat. Watch me fucking do it.
There it is. Oh man.
Huh. Good.
Yeah, so as funny as we are in the Aristocrat Nights is as dark as we are in the Haunted House. I think that's a very good way to look at it.
You understand why we do Aristocrat Nights after.
Yeah, you will.
It's
You'll
good
understand why.
decompression. But to kind of address the second half of that comment, equally as non-judgmental in all places, the Blackheart Collective and all associates practice radical acceptance of all of our weird audience members because we're fucking weird too. So
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's
the way to
a
be.
it's a very free environment to do your thing and just kind of be yourself because obviously we are too. And yeah, I feel like doing a horror show from us really just can make everyone appreciate the stupid shit more. It makes me miss the potato. I thought about potatoes all weekend.
As they sit there crying during a haunted house, they're like, "These are the nice people with the potato. These are the nice people with the potato."
Yeah.
My favorite commentary over the weekend was Josh coming out of my kitchen and saying, "There's just a plastic bag of potatoes on your shelf."
Just a bag of crinkle cuts. I was just like,
Just
oh, hell
waiting. Yeah, they're just waiting to be used. It's
The
kind of
production-
grim.
The production that goes into crinkle cuts, you don't understand. We have to have at least 50 different crinkle cuts on set for different moods.
Yeah.
Like if crinkle is sad, it's a different type of potato.
Yeah, we
than
got
a
the
crinkle
stunt
that's happy.
crinkle too.
These are practical
Actually,
effects, people.
I regret to inform everybody, although I suppose this works as an advertisement for the holiday special. Everybody, please come to Aristocrat Nights Christmas. Because one of our crinkle cut stuntmen died. He fucking died in the production of all of this.
Now, before we get into that, there's still a lawsuit being looked at, and you know, we're not saying that it should have happened on the set, but like it was kind of his fault.
I don't know why you let Alec Baldwin on the set, Mel's.
No, yeah, that was your biggest mistake.
Listen.
Shots fired, Alec Baldwin.
He said he was. Yeah, Alec Baldwin fired shots. That's for fucking short. No, Crinkle Cut did fall from about 2 stories up recently. Almost broke a flat screen television, and we unceremoniously buried him by yeeting him into a field across the street. So this is what we did. I couldn't eat it, and then I was filming something at the place where my parents reside, and I hear my dad call from upstairs, "There's potato skin on the steps." And that's when I knew that my whole life had gone too far, and I can't believe my parents have ever supported my work.
It was a crime scene.
It really was. It was really grim. We all prayed.
Don't touch the potato.
Heather, I heard a
Potato's gone.
Ponderosa commercial on Hulu or something the other day for like the first time ever. I have never encountered a Ponderosa commercial, so
What?
I don't know if that's
We're bringing it
conspiracy
back.
theory. Like
There's
my
a
devices
Ponderosa
are
still
listening.
around?
Apparently,
We saved them.
I haven't found the Ponderosa commercials that I found. The newest one I found is from like '87.
there are certainly newer ones. I'll have to figure out where I heard it.
I'm dead.
Please. Yeah, I would like to think that we saved Ponderosa. This really took a turn away from the haunted house, but we're all involved in the other thing too.
Yeah, we
No,
are.
I'm not involved in the other thing.
Oh,
But
Alex
I
just
attend the other
watches
thing because it's
shocked.
great.
Oh, well, you know what? I like to say exclusive stuff. Here, I'm going to say something exclusive about the Christmas special. Because I more than I want to get the Wheels and Holly's brain turning. So the premise of the Christmas special for everyone who's is coming is you receive a mysterious invitation to attend Boxing Day at the house at Harper's Grove on the 26th of December, 1965.
Ooh.
Spooky. So,
Spooky.
The other night I was like, I should make a 60s Pinterest board. I haven't used Pinterest in years. And I was I don't need to do that. I can just save images to my computer. I don't need this, but I'm probably going to do it.
I actually use a whole program for that. It's really silly.
65?
That's right.
Me too. That's how I felt when we decided it. It made me very excited. I happen to actually live in 1965.
Yes. I will also probably dress for 1965, even though literally nobody will see me.
Oh, girl, I used to dress up for the circle shows in another lifetime when I had that much serotonin. It was great. Do it.
Those were some great shoes.
Oh, man. I've always looked like a homeless person through every run of every show I've ever done.
Yeah.
Every time.
I mean, it's definitely that way now. Like,
Mhm.
we
Yeah.
fucking homeless together. It was nice.
I do remember on the Saturday of Haunted House, it was like 3-4 p.m. and I was like, I need to put on real clothing. I am still in pajamas, like, because I just got up and this started and I have not had a chance. I may just, wear sweats that I can wear all weekend next time. Because,
Yeah.
We actually had a moment on it was it Sunday, right? Mel's, where we actually got up and pretended we were human beings because Kate came over to see us.
We were having company, and so we were like, let's trick them into thinking
We're human
that
beings.
we have done anything good for ourselves. Now, I'm not going to say that we showered because, like, you can't expect too much out of
24-hour immersion for you guys.
Yeah,
so
way too immersed in the experience to shower. But I guarantee we both put on deodorant, and we put on real pants, like actual pants with structure, not pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
for the first time in 3 days, it was wild.
You guys put on pants. I didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't put on pants when Kate came over, so that's why she ran screaming.
Yeah, no wonder.
Yeah.
That's a real Todd Steeler move.
No pants November.
No pants November and
It's
December.
The follow-up to Bolton Hoods October.
That's right.
No pants November.
I think November already has a thing.
No, not this year.
It doesn't.
No, the thing this
wrong.
year is like, isn't it non-stop nut November? That sounds fucking exhausting.
No, it's not that.
Wow.
It literally turned it on Twitter. That was
it non-stop? I thought it was
non-stop nut November.
Okay, it was nut November for years, but everybody is exhausted with no nut November. So 2021, after everyone's been locked down, it's non-stop nut November for the first time.
Who decides these things?
So
the people.
Twitter, everybody better fucking get started. It's non-stop nut November. Everyone looks stopped.
You've only got a few hours left.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's almost December. What the hell?
Almost December.
Oh my god, I failed completely.
How did this happen?
Oh fuck. What are we doing for December?
I was so excited because I found out that I start my wine advent calendar tomorrow.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's fancy.
You fancy.
I'm fancy with my little 8-ounce bottle of wine every day.
That's so cute. That is so wholesome. We need to get an advent calendar.
Yeah. So
has anyone done an immersive advent calendar? Where the fuck is that?
What is
okay?
So
let me think about that.
Yeah, like
that's trademark Blackheart.
I think there's
there's something there. There's something there.
There's something there. There's something there. Cut the live. I'm taking it down.
Only 5 minutes later.
You get that excited over that, but where is this hype over the idea we had that one Monday night?
Night Bean?
Yeah, where is this kind of hype for fucking Night Bean?
Yeah.
No tater December? That's fucking sad.
Oh, I need a potato right now. Oh man.
Okay. So, anything else that we want to plug? I had banners.
What are the social medias?
Look at that.
You were prepared.
Yeah, so for those people who want to get involved with the haunted house, go to our Instagram. Our most recent post advertises the new show and how to get into it. Read the post because we like people who read and pay attention to what they do, to how to apply. And then if you apply and you've never done a show with us, you'll probably get a really nice little telephone interview with me where we'll go over some more stuff that we just talked about tonight, but I'll be more professional. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, Facebook, that's kind of meh. But yeah,
and
Blackheart Collective Michigan.
Chris has a
the
Facebook
Michigan part's
group
not
where
true.
a lot of things get posted, and you should join it.
Yeah.
Wow, and you're just prepared for everything I say.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Everything that all of us.
That's everything I have. So if you have any more ideas, I have nothing.
I have nothing more to say.
Yeah, but yeah.
I will throw out one. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
No, go ahead. I was pitching it to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, as it currently stands, my husband, who composed the music that was at the beginning of the show and is all throughout the haunted house, wanted me to put the word out that he is available for musical commission for anything, whether you're doing a personal project and you would like background music, immersive shows, live theater, haunted attractions. He is out and available. You can contact him through Twin Knife Productions on Instagram, Twin Knives on Facebook, or if you just already have me on Facebook or see me like recommended to you, you can just add me. I have bright fucking yellow hair. I'm the only one. I'm the only person that looks like this that's gonna get recommended to you. So you can add me. So yeah, that's my plug. Because Chris sucks.
Because Chris didn't know that
What's your
everybody was
problem
wearing
with Chris's
ears.
current ears?
Yeah, they look cute.
Chris
to
has
me.
perfectly fine ears.
Everybody left me out of that email that we were all wearing ears, and you can imagine how embarrassing that was 2 minutes before the show started, and I was the only one with none.
It's got to be salt in the wound now.
Yeah.
Having to relive that
Thanks for
moment.
noticing. Thanks for noticing, Holly.
One day Amazon primed these. I got these. These were on Cyber Monday sale.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What?
Yeah.
But I was like, can I get them before this live? And then I did.
Nice. That's amazing.
Technology.
These
The
were from
future.
a pug kit at Spirit Halloween. I'm not wearing the pugtail. It is clipped to my light fixture in my bedroom, so it kind of looks like a pug hanging up there.
Yeah, and these are my Zoinks ears.
Zoinks. Jinkies, I sure do like your headphones.
Thank you. So awesome. So yeah, so come get scared with us. We would love that. It's always a good bad time.
Yeah. And
Yeah, even if like you're someone who came to this live and you're like, I have no idea who any of these people are and what they're talking about, you should jump in. We'd love you to come. It will be fun. You'll make new friends. You'll have
we're always doing all
nightmares.
types of other stuff, so check out our stuff on social media. We do have other things in the works. What are you grinning about?
I think I unintentionally accused Josh plugging.
Oh, watch me make Mel's head explode.
I literally know what you're gonna do.
this
It's
now.
fine. Just do
All right,
it. Just do
and
it.
so I guess we'll talk about it a little bit. We're gonna do the haunted houses, and we love the haunted house. We're gonna sequel the haunted house for surezies because I want to go to Pennsylvania again. So, but coming soon from Blackheart you guys are gonna see something that is unlike anything we've ever done before, and that is a 2-part show series called Blackheart Personal. That deals heavily with the themes of depression, mourning, and loss. So look out, motherfuckers. We're going to get real sad.
Really sad.
So
we go, here's the pattern, guys. Okay, we do comedy, and then we do horror,
then we do sad.
Then we do ultimate tragedy.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Summer 2022, we'll smile again.
Yeah. 8-Bit Witch, JPEG Jones, motherfuckers.
Spring break.
So
yeah,
this
lots
was super
coming.
fun.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you everyone who was in chat for talking to us. I'm sorry I didn't see your comments. I'm only on one device. But I love
you
being
only
here.
have a few months left of November, or you guys, you gotta get busy.
Few minutes of November.
Non-stop now.
Time's ticking. I've been on this thing for like 45 minutes.
You lost all that time.
All that time. I won't get that back. So thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you, Josh, Mel's, Allison, for coming and talking tonight, and we will see you all later.
I love
Thanks,
you,
Chris.
friends.
Bye.